Hello and welcome everyone again to another video. Today's video I will showcase my run to expert. As you guys know, I've been struggling in the 2700 for the past I think 10 days. Like every day I get to 2700, 27 something, and then I try a new team, then I go back, I fall back to 2500. So today's video we are showcasing the Master League team that I used to hit the expert rank. And as you can see on the screen, it's Ho-Oh, Rhyperior, and Zygarde. Everything is typical moveset with the exception that my Zygarde is running Outrage. Why? For Yveltal, because Yveltal is just everywhere. And to one-shot Palkia, because I found out that people just don't shield the first move because they always expect a crunch. But if you throw Outrage and they expect crunch, it will take them out. So let's just head to these battles, and we will be able to judge on and call out our mistakes if we make some, okay? And tell you how you should be playing this team if you happen to use it. So Rhyperior lead, just go to your own. Don't think about it. I posted about a similar team with the bat instead of Rhyperior a couple days ago, using Zygarde and Ho-Oh. But to be honest, I like Rhyperior more for one simple thing, which is the Rhyperior match in the lead. If they have Rhyperior in the lead, I am kind of screwed with the bat. Opponent made a nice catch here, so I have to swap out. And we don't shield the first move. Okay, we shield the first move, but I'm not going to shield because they have a Rhyperior. So that's the reason. So I'm not expecting them to shield here because they have a Rhyperior, which, okay, they shielded, it doesn't matter. I'm just going straight for the Brave Bird, and I don't care to shield here, to be honest, because I can just go back to Zygarde and farm them all the way down. They brought in their own Rhyperior. I'm just going to try to catch. We didn't catch, but I KO'd them, so technically the same. And there is a Dragonite, and we are up 2 shields. So Dragonite does not beat Optimus Prime because Optimus Prime is just so good, so tanky, so powerful that one Dragonite, something spawned in the wild, can't take it out. Someone's like someone the other day was complaining about posting Zygarde content. Okay, let me say this straight. Zygarde is a free-to-play Pokemon. It's a Pokemon that you get for free and doesn't matter for the IV. But on the other hand, Palkia is a Pokemon where you need a hundo and it's extremely difficult to have. As an example, I am not free-to-play. I've done more than 120 raids and more than 19 lucky raids so far to get a Palkia, and I still haven't gotten one. So which one do you think more accessible, Palkia or Zygarde? Please don't say Palkia. So that's the reason I'm using Palkia. It's more friendly for everyone who plays Pokemon Go. It's more accessible than getting a Palkia. Yes, it takes 6 months, but hey, it's worth it. I've been posting content about Zygarde the past 3 seasons, so it should be a good Pokemon to grind if you still haven't. And especially if you go for a walk every day, Zygarde will be very rewarding for these walking for like daily walking activities. So Yveltal in the lead. How do you play this matchup? You shield the first, you throw the Sacred Fire, even if it's on bad timing here. If they throw before you throw on good timing. But you throw the first one because if you get a debuff, the match becomes much more comfortable. And then you just go straight for the... you shield one because you live the other one. And then you go straight to Brave Bird. Straight to Brave Bird and let Ho-Oh die. They usually actually did go, and here because they have a Zacian, I have to wait and let my Pokemon faint, because otherwise it will be switch locked into my Zygarde. So I don't want that thing to be switch locked to my Zygarde because that's simply a recipe to lose the game. What's the play now? Well, I need to land the nuke. If I don't land the nuke, I am kinda screwed, so we have to shield these moves. And I don't expect them to nuke, to be honest. And they threw a wild charge because they don't have the other one, I'm assuming. Or they are trying to bait and bluff. They have the Necrozma, so I'm just going to stay in, force them to throw, so they instantly threw here, because that's the only way they get the move before me. And now we just go Zygarde, and Optimus Prime can finish this game easily. Because I think Crunch does take them out, because it's double super effective. And bye-bye, Necrozma, was nice meeting you. Next game, we have something hidden. Okay, we have a... holy dude, what a flex. We have Shadow Ho-Oh, Sacred Fire, Shadow Ho-Oh plus. So they have Sacred Fire plus plus. It does the same amount of damage. So what's the difference? I don't know, man. I think that move has some sort of an ability or something. So I threw, they threw, I swapped, they swapped. Luckily for me, they swapped to the wrong Pokemon. So now I can simply just go straight to Breaking Swipe. We did get the debuff, so there is no point of throwing another move because we can just Mud Slap all the way down and they have a Kyogre. I'm going to bait simply because this is their only Pokemon left. So they will 100% shield, right? And at this point, all we need to do is throw these charge moves. And now we wait switch the clock and then go to Zygarde. They bring in Ho-Oh, so I'm going to try to catch. Wait. Oh, I did one above. I can, all I need to do is just farm them all the way down, and here we don't bait, we go straight for the outrage because they will try to shield the second crunch. So the moment we landed the outrage, they realized they can't win this game, and then they left. And that was a nice win. We're playing Uber Judgment, a Canadian battler, and we're picking up an amazing lead. This game is usually when they lead, Necrozma is just unlosable. Something about this team. If they swap in Yveltal, throw a Brave Bird and then go to Zygarde. Okay? That's how you do it. If they swap in Landorus, you throw a Brave Bird and then you swap out. Why? Because the Incinerate damage will just help the Zygarde out. So they have... Oh my, what a cool shiny. Is that a Shundo? Oblivion Wing does not take out. I'm gonna do 3, then throw the Outrage here. If they shield, I simply don't care. I don't care about winning switch. And as you can see, like, I am up a shield and I won swap. So there is no way in the world where I lose this game unless they have a Kyogre. If they have a Kyogre, it will be a different situation. So now we just go Ho-Oh and we shield. Usually they do have Kyogre with that. So if they have Kyogre, they win. No, it's a Palkia. And all we need to do is just throw these Dragon Claws. Sorry, Breaking Swipes. They insta-threw. That was good timing by them. Oh, that was CMP. Never mind. And all we need to do is throw Breaking Swipe after Breaking Swipe. I can Mud Slap all the way down, and I can get to the Breaking Swipe much before them. So what's the play here? Well, if they shield, I am shielding. And we're just going to farm all the way down and nuke the Lion. And the moment they bring in the Lion, and I will swap out. Yeah, we catch the move, and now we're just gonna bring in Rhyperior and farm them all the way down, and that was a nice win. Palkia is a bit tricky against this team because we take super effective damage from Palkia pretty much on every Pokemon, like the Special Rend, Nuke, the Zygarde, the Aqua Tail is super effective on Ho-Oh and Rhyperior, so it's a bit tricky. So always make sure you have extra shield, you save a shield for in case they have a Palkia in the back. Next game, opponent is trying to hunt those Palkia Reeds with a Florges. So, as you can see here, this is a very risky play by the opponent, throwing an alignment. And they are baiting. I don't care whether they bait or not, they have to shield this. Because this does so much damage. And now, usually, like I say, throw a Brave Bird and then swap. Because look how much the Incinerate did to Landorus. Like, half of Landorus' health... Like, it's not half, technically. 40% of Landorus' health was taken out from the Incinerate damage. If you insta-swap to Zygarde, Zygarde can lose to Landorus because Landorus will just perma-debuff you and keep debuffing you, debuffing you to the point where, like, you do no damage. But if you do some Incinerates and then swap out, tank a move on Ho-Oh or shield the move on Ho-Oh, that means when you swap, they wouldn't have this chance. You don't allow them to have this chance. So that's the best way to play against Landorus. Don't let them perma-debuff you. Try to chip and then swap. We're just going to throw a bunch of crunches here. I think if I land this, I can just farm all the way down. And then Dragon Tail is just doing so much damage to Landorus. They can debuff. I don't care. Now we one swap with so much health. And all I need to do is just to get out. If they have a Kyogre, I don't care because I'm literally trying to bait out the Kyogre. If they shield, it might be tricky. But if they don't shield, I simply win the game because we have Zygarde to farm this thing down. So that's the reason we aggressively swap. I'm just going to instantly throw the crunch. I should have waited the clock a bit more. And they shielded. Do I need to shield? I don't care to shield, to be honest. I don't know why they shielded. Because they have a fairy. They could have just farmed me down. And now, all I need to do is shield one move. Which is the Moon Blast. And just nuke it. I don't think this KOs. Florges is quite bulky Pokemon for a non-legendary. So, we need some fast move damage after. So we're taking the Moonblast, and now we just farm all the way down. And see, they had the Kyogre. So for the people who say how do you beat Kyogre, I just showed you how to beat Kyogre. We are at 2630, and we just get a 5-0 set. So when you get a 5-0 set during Master League, you make sure you use the star piece. So I used the star piece, and that was 1600 plus. Yeah, I think I get around 30,000 dust there. We're picking up an amazing lead. I hate this lead because it always have double water in the back. So when they swap in Primarina, even if they have Waterfall, you throw Brave Bird and then you swap. I'm just going to swap to Zygarde because this is my only Pokemon that doesn't get shredded by Waterfall. We're just gonna keep over farming and then throwing. I have to shield again. This is the only way. This is the only way to play. If they have Charm, the Primarina, you go to Rhyperior, okay? If you have EQ Zygarde, you win this. If you don't have EQ Zygarde, the hope here is just to put them at low health and then farm them down. I know that a Disarming Voice does not KO, so we can still stay in. And look at that matchup. I'm trying to overfarm as much as possible and then throw these crunches. So it's not a horrible situation. So this is another situation. So if you think this team is weak to Primarina, I just showed you that it's not weak. But the problem is that how are we supposed to KO this Pokemon? We do live one Aqua Tail, and the hope is to land one Breaking Swipe. So if we land this Breaking Swipe, I need to farm them all the way down. We did land it, and as you can see, we win the game. So like they had double water, okay? This team is not weak to water, okay? This team hard counters the water. Sure, yes, shut up. And that was a nice win. That's probably the best one in the entire video. Let's be honest. We're playing Sodium. Oh, this guy is a Chad. I remember playing this guy back in season 1 and 2. What's the play here? They have Enamoras. Enamoras is known as the best Master League Pokemon currently. But it get completely walled. It's not a wall technically, but they don't. It's not a more comfortable matchup for them because this Pokemon doesn't have high stats and it dies pretty fast. So I shielded because they did, and now I can just win the one shield with lots of HP. They bring in Yveltal. Usually when they have a fairy, they have a Palkia in the back. So I'm just going to aggressively swap because I know no matter what they have in the back, I can safely swap out because we got rid of the fairy. There is no way they are running double fairy. There is a chance they run double fairy. If it's a Zacian in the lead, they might have Xerneas in the back. But usually, if it's a double fairy, it's Kyogre double Charm. They brought in their own Landorus. I'm just going to swap out here, and for one simple reason, which is I need them to throw, and they baited. We called the bait, and let's go. That was the best call of the baits, okay? The best bait calling on the entire video. And if you guys say Landorus is weak to Landorus, I will ban you. Look at that. We didn't even reveal the third, and we still have a shield as well. Picking up an amazing lead here with Ho-Oh. They swap into Yveltal. If they swap into Yveltal, you stay in. You don't swap out. You don't swap out. Oblivious Wing doesn't do enough damage. And, sorry, we're shielding. Why? Because if we get a debuff here... Oh, my opponent did not shield. That's telling me that they have double water, which is kind of annoying. So they bring in Rhyperior. I'm just going to Brave Bird here. I mean, it's resisted, but it does half of Rhyperior's health. And then I'm just going to swap to Zygarde, hoping that they don't have a fairy Pokemon. You could just swap to Rhyperior, to be honest, but the chip is nice. And it put them at a comfortable health for Zygarde to deal with. It's supposed to be something that Zygarde can beat, but the problem with that Pokemon is that Zygarde, the Breaking Swipe, if they get 2 Breaking Swipe debuffs, Zygarde will just start doing no damage. They brought the Lion back. It's now Lion against Optimus Prime, and Optimus Prime is the Chad here. That's all I can tell you. I don't care to shield this. I don't care to win this, to be honest. So just gonna let it go, and oh, look at that. They have Outrage Ironhead. I am sure if they did one, they could have gotten to an Outrage and take out the thing. But now they put themselves in a situation where they have to. They have to shield. What do we do now? We just want slap all the way down. I mean, nothing to stress out about, right? And that was a nice win. And now, moving into the next game. Ho-Oh into Necrozma. We saw this lead a lot. They swap in Yveltal or the Dragonite. If they swap in Dragonite, just go to Zygarde, and you need to shield one of the Dragon Claws in case it's an Outrage. Not because it's a Dragon Claw. You don't need to shield the Dragon Claw. But you have to shield one of the moves if they shield you the Crunch. So always shield the first and throw the Crunch, because this is a very uncomfortable health for Zygarde. For them, not for you. For them, this is a very uncomfortable health. And you can see that the Shadow Dragonite put Zygarde at a very low health, which is actually surprising because, well, we left with a move, so I don't know what I'm talking about, right? If they have a Kyogre, we lose. I think I should have Sacred Fire in this situation. But they no shield, so there is no reason to. Okay, maybe we Sacred Fire here because we want to debuff. I think we should have Sacred Fire here. And now they have 2 moves, so we have to wait the clock. This is actually a good play by the opponent, holding on their energy. I have to shield, and I need to swap. Oh my, they were patient with it. So I don't think I win this game at this point because they have a move on Palkia. It's gonna come down to CMP. They do win CMP, so I tried my best. Okay, I tried my best. So this is the only Palkia so far we lose to. Now people like, oh no, this team is weak to Palkia. Next game. I hate playing against Zacian, but the best way to play against Zacian, you let one go, you shield one. I recommend shielding the first, because if you no shield the first, they will catch your move. So shield the first, and then throw the Sacred Fire. Shield the first. Why do you shield the first? Because if you don't shield the first, they will just catch your move. I swapped, they swapped. The problem is they swapped into a Pokemon that does not beat Rhyperior. They do win the 0 though, but I can just shield and farm all the way down and leave this game with lots of energy. Loads of energy, in fact. Shielding the Iron Head, and now all we need to do is just farm them down and just Rock Wrecker whatever comes in. I'm gonna do one then throw. I feel like I should be just insta-throwing, to be honest. Yeah, I did one then throw because I know they have the move, and then now I can just go straight for the Rock Wrecker. If they shield, I'm just going to go to Ho-Oh. No, they did not shield, and we're gonna do 3 and then throw. This is an easy shield for them, but I don't care because I have Zygarde to handle this later. And I forced them to throw here because they don't want to take any energy. And we're just gonna go to Zygarde. Usually they stay in here because they don't know that we run Outrage. So we run Outrage. We're gonna throw the Outrage here. And now they should top left. And we tried to catch, but they left the game. And I think that was the last game. Yeah, and this is a 4-1 set. So 4-1 and 5-0 using this team. And we were at 26-30. And now I think we hit Expert using this. And yeah, this is an accessible team for you. Now, it's like if you don't have Zygarde, you can run Dragonite. If you don't have both, you can run Palkia, you can run Dialga. Any dragon can fill in Zygarde's shoes because Zygarde is there to do just the dragon damage. It's not the best. Palkia is actually better. Dialga is slightly better, but I like Zygarde with this team because I don't have a Palkia. Again, it's not because I love Zygarde. No, it's not because it's better. Palkia is literally better. But I run Zygarde because I don't have a Palkia. And can we just claim? Okay. 27-12, and we click on claim rank reward, and that's a 2756, and we are in the expert rank. We get the outfit. I actually like the new update where they give you the outfit at expert rank instead of legend, and the legend will be just the pose. It make it more like a it made PvP more appealing to other people who don't hit legend, but they can hit to expert. So yeah, thanks so much everyone for watching. This is the end of the video. If you like this video, make sure to leave a like. If you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe, and I will catch you all on the next video. Thanks so much for watching. Peace.